What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Three Timbers channel. This is project number 1 that you guys will be on with us. We got the chainsaw going, we got shovels going. Everyone here is on site getting after it in the median here at Fox Path in Chanhassen because they're trying to do everything here on budget. So, gosh, that guy is so loud. Everything on budget, so they're just trying to clean it up because there is a rumor that they'll be redoing the street sometime soon and all of this would be ruined. So they just want to make it look nice for the moment. So what we're doing here is we're doing a rock refresh, planting, fooling around with a little mulch up top. It's gonna be a fun day. We have an update on this project. Those boys working hard, using a rock to put in mesh. Always great. You guys can see all the rocks are out. They're in that trailer over there. This is our problem space right here. We don't have the money to redo all of the wall, and we are trying to figure out how do we do it in a way that it looks so-so. Our problem space is there's clearly a hive right in there, and the fact that they're just going around everywhere, I'm going to assume we covered up their hole. So what's next for us is, I guess we're gonna try to find that hive. There's a chance that it's gonna be way too hard to find, and we might need a pole cruise for the rest of the day to another spot, but that stuff happens. All right, sounds good. Right, Arnie?
Lattice, what do we find over here?
Stung finger and a beehive.
Yeah, we got a lot of bees over here, which is fun.
Couple things we want to address real quick. So we've made more progress on this. We've actually figured out what the client wants. By client, I mean all of these homeowners. As I said, they don't want to spend the money on this wall. So if you were going to do it right, we would take this wall out and we would do new stone. So we'd build a base. So there's no base, and we would put in a new base. We do new stone because all this has concrete and stuff and it takes forever to chisel off. And then we would restack in a way that it builds into the hill. So we'd have it push back into the hill. We don't have the option to do that. So what we're doing is we're getting rid of one layer. We're replacing the ones that are broken. And then we're really just doing our best to make it look decent. So also with this project, a couple of things if any of you guys want to mimic it. We're going with like a natural look. So they got a monument that's painted concrete that looks like a rock. You got natural stone. So we also want to have very natural stone that we're bringing in. So that is 2 to 4 inch river rock that's coming in through here. They don't have sprinklers. We're here in Minnesota, so we want to use hardy plants. So what we have is dogwoods in the front just to take up some space. Blue stems. They are heat grasses. I don't really know the exact term, but essentially when it gets hot, these things start growing at a rapid pace. So these will be at like 24 inches. Then we have daisies. These things are pretty darn hardy. And the last thing we have back there in the trailer, Carl Forsters. Those things just go through anything. If you're doing something in Minnesota, you don't have sprinklers, try to find something hardy that's native, and also realize that this is gonna be salted, this is gonna have snow on it, so you gotta think ahead. So that's what we're doing, and that's how we're moving forward. Ooh, big update. Gosh, this stuff is looking amazing. Let's point out a couple of things here. Number one, when you plant something in a rock bed and it's new plants, whether it's grasses, dogwood, you want to make sure you give it some space around your plant. So we're going to put a little bit of mulch around this plant because these rocks, they get real hot. So if it's a really hot day and they're up against that plant, it's going to just burn them out. We learned that in Arizona. It's not as important in Minnesota, but why not practice it and make sure everything grows nice and strong. Number two, we figured out the wall issue. Those guys did an amazing job and made the wall look pretty darn fantastic on a budget. Number three, now we're gonna learn something here for all of you noobs out there. You can see here, Brian had the fabric laid prior to planting the plant. It allows you to have fabric come up closer to the plant, which is good. One thing that Brian did not do that we will work on in the future is a good strategy is to make an X right where you're going to plant the plant, so you can fold the fabric back and then you can fold it back over the plant when you're done. So here's a good example. You can see Nick here, or our Newful. You can see you got the plant here. They cut an X so they could fold it back, and now they can fold it back next to the plant, and there's going to be a lot less weed growth. We made an audible. These boys were planting, and they said, hey, we need more sedums. So we're filling in a little more because it was looking a little bare. It's going to come in really thick and full and beautiful. Yeah. I think you guys are going to see us wrap up, and then we will show you a final product. All right, finished product. Survived through the bees, survived through the heat. All right, so I'm gonna assume new ownership doesn't care if I share this stuff. This project here, you're looking at a $3,900 project. So through this, you're looking at about 45 to 48 plants. Those plants come in at around $1,300 to buy and install. We have this 2 to 4 inch river rock. That's kind of the expensive stuff. Runs at about 81 bucks a ton. So that's a big expense, moving all that weight. The other thing is just simply the rock removal. So to change out rock and to reinstall this, so the removal plus the new rock, we're looking at about 2,800 bucks. But we discounted stuff because we want to make sure everything was working for them here. And plus, realistically, it works well for us if we do a good job. Rest of the homeowners here hopefully respect us and trust us because this is their way of vetting us. So with that, legitimately, if you guys have any questions about this project, you can put it in the comments. We will make sure we answer those, and we will be as descriptive as possible. We're always here to help, no matter what the project is. So with that, 3 Timbers and the crew signing off.